So in the last episode, we saw that Shiva has moved away to the heavens, never to return to the temple. But he has left behind a part of himself. He had left behind the magic of his dance. The magic of his dance had remained in the stone tiles of the temple courtyard. Rumor had it that anyone who danced over there, if their feet touched the same stones on which Shiva had once danced, they too could get some of that magic. They would also be able to dance like the great god himself. Can you imagine what that meant? It would be like owning a little part of the great god, like absorbing a little part of the great god into yourself. Many dancers came to try this out for themselves and found to their utter delight it was true. The power of Shiva's dance, the power of divine dance was theirs. It was the ultimate miracle. But it wasn't just the dancers who had discovered this miracle. The priest at the temple had discovered this miracle too, and he had discovered how much this miracle was worth in money. Buying and selling miracles, as you know, is very big business. And the priest had discovered just how much people were willing to pay for this particular miracle. But of course, it had to be done right. You have to sell miracles in a certain way. The priest was a very intelligent man. He never actually said that the miracle of Shiva was in his control. He just allowed people to believe it. He never actually said that people should give him money. He just permitted them to give it to him. He never even said how much they should give him. People gave whatever they wished, and he always accepted it in the same way, with his hands folded and his head bowed. But his expression said it all. If the money was the right amount, he would accept it with a slight smile. If it was less, he took it with a cold look. The people soon got the message. Shiva's blessings that are open to everyone were now being bought and sold. The priest had done well out of this miracle. He had come to the temple as a poor young Brahmin with nothing to his name. Now he had a big stomach and he wore nothing but silk and diamonds and gold. But as I said, he was an intelligent man. He had not grabbed all the money for himself. Half the money that he got had always been used to feed the poor, and it was done in the name of Shiva so that even the great god was happy. Everyone was happy. Well, no, not quite everyone. The goddess Parvati was not happy at all. The goddess was actually very displeased. This wasn't just any old person that they were buying and selling. This was her husband, a husband that it had taken her 100,000 years to win, and now it seemed that anyone could just walk up off the street, pay their filthy money, and be able to touch him, not just touch him, to own him. She was not happy at all. Parvati had tried to talk to Shiva about this. She had wanted him to punish all of these people, the priests, the musicians, the dancers, all of them for this theft of his spirit, of his dance. And you know what Shiva had said to her? He said, "This is not theft. They are my worshippers. They have every right to my spirit and to my dance. I belong to them." I belong to them? This from the man who had made her wait 100,000 years before she could call him her own? No. Parvati was not happy at all, but there was nothing she could do. I mean, given half an excuse, she would have punished them herself, but she needed that half an excuse. These people were Shiva's worshippers, and they were under his protection. She was very annoyed with her husband for not listening to her, but she did not want to bring his anger upon herself. And so Parvati decided to wait for a valid excuse to vent her anger. And of course, one day, it happened.